Hello, in this video we're going to be tracking two storms you have to watch, an atmosphere river and also an east coast storm you have to watch. Along with that, these will be some more storms that will bring a lot of energy along with that too. Along with that, the water pattern is fixing to change, so let's get right into the video. Alright everybody, so now let's get right into the video. So hope you're having a very good February 1st so far. I am too on Thursday, February 1st, 2024. In this video, we're going to be tracking some two storms we have to watch. One that's going to be around the East Coast US, Southeast US, East Coast, and along with that, an upper atmosphere river that's happening right now for parts of California, Nevada, in the Northwest. So if you like these videos I be doing on my channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So first of all, there's not really much going on right now, but things are fixing to change, and as we get in the future, things are going to change even more. Potential for some more storms we have to watch. So we do have a storm that's happening right now with parts of the western U.S., including California, Nevada, Idaho, places like that, Oregon, Washington, getting a lot of heavy rain, a lot of strong winds, and a lot of heavy snow, especially in those higher elevations of California. Getting lots of heavy snow right now. And along with that, we do have a little system that's trying to make its way towards the Midwest. And this same system will make its way down towards the Gulf of Mexico. Then it will move towards Florida. And this storm system will bring some very strong winds for parts of the east coast of Florida, possibly some heavy rain. And along with that, in the backside of it, does not look like it's going to be enough cold air to get put up in this system to cause snow. So most likely a cold, rainy day for parts of the southeast U.S. So now let's look at the water pattern. So now we're going to look at our 5 millibar height anomaly because the water pattern is fixing to change. So first of all, we got a lot of ridges in place right now, and yes, things are pretty warm, pretty above average for parts of the northern U.S. and Canada. But thing is, look at this. High pressure gets even stronger. That's why the first couple of days in February is going to be warm for parts of the southeast due to a lot of ridges. So you can see that orange and red and even that pinks right there, that's rigid. That's strong above average heights, high pressure. The blue is troughing, but look what happens, guys. By the time we get towards February 3rd, you can see, now this is the type of weather pattern that you see snow northeasterns. But the thing is, there's not like it's going to be enough cold air to get locked up into the system. Plus the system's not going to make it all the way towards the northeast. It's going to kind of like, let me show you an example. The system's going to kind of make its way towards the Gulf, go towards Florida, and then make its way towards Carolina. Then it's going to come right back down. It actually does strengthen once it comes back down towards Florida. So you can see this, but look at this. We got ridge in the north. You understand this? Ridge of high pressure spins clockwise, so it's bringing a lot of northeast flow, a lot of cold air from Canada. And when you get a system going up towards this, going up towards the southeast, yes, that's something you look for a northeast. But the thing is, models are not suggesting that there's going to be a lot of snow with this system. Maybe some snow from those higher elevations, but not much snow with this system. So as the time is out, look at this. By the time we get in towards February 4th, you can see, yes, we get this very strong system, a very strong low pressure that gets down towards the Gulf of Mexico, move towards Florida, then it moves out of Florida, then moves by the Bahamas, and it kind of goes away. But look at this. After that, here comes a lot of ridges. So after that storm system makes its way through, look like things are going to warm back up for a lot of people in the eastern U.S. It's going to be very warm in the eastern U.S. The western U.S. probably going to be cold and wetter because you got a lot of trough in the western U.S. And look at this, possibly some more storms going towards January 10th, moving towards the southwest. So now I'm going to show y'all 6-hour water precip. So first of all, by the time we get in towards tomorrow, you can see a lot of snow in those higher elevations, a lot of rain for California. But look at this, watch this system now starts firing up over Texas. That system will make its way down towards the Gulf of Mexico. It does strengthen, bringing lots of heavy rain for parts of Florida, the southeast, the deep south, bringing a lot of heavy rain for parts of the Carolinas. And look at that. And those higher elevations on those mountains of western North Carolina might get a little bit of snow because it will be cold enough. But look at this. This system does make its way towards Florida, but it does come back towards Florida. It does get a little bit stronger before it moves out of here. And look at this. The potential for some more storms you have to watch too. More snow for parts of the North Pacific Northwest, including Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. Might get some snow for y'all by the time we get towards February 7th, February 8th. But look at this. By the time we get towards February 9th and February 10th, we might get an upper storm system a little bit too far out to take that. but still something we need to watch. This could change. This could look a whole lot worse, but something we need to watch. Potential next storm system moving through by late next week. So now we're gonna look at our 5 millibar vorticity, and this is based on how much energy is in the atmosphere. The brighter colors are, the stronger the energy is. So you can see by the time we get towards January, I keep saying January. I understand this, guys. It's February now, but look at this. By the time we get towards February 4th, you can see very, very strong energy making its way towards the Gulf of Mexico. Look at that. Look at this little swirly piece of energy that just swirling around in the Gulf of Mexico and around Florida. Yeah, that's a strong low pressure right there. But look at this. By the time we get towards February 8th, February 9th, our next storm system. Look at this, guys. Look how strong this is. Now this is pretty concerning. Something we gotta watch. I mean, it's a little bit too far out, but I'm not here to hype stuff up. I don't hype stuff out when we this far out, but something we need to watch, because this could be our next big massive storm for parts of the country, the central country of the U.S. Look at this, very, very strong energy. Like, we are like off the chart right here, very strong. So it's something we need to watch. So now, how much rain we gonna see? Now into February 10th. So a lot of people still in the drought for parts of the deep south, but guys, get ready, because y'all will see a decent amount of rain, not a whole lot of rain. How much rain can fall now into February 10th? Well, if you live in California, yeah, it's gonna be a wet one for y'all, especially Southwest California. You can see anywhere from 12 to 14 inches of rain. The deep south, the southeast, you can see anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain, which is not a whole lot of rain for 10 days, but still a decent amount. Will probably do something to that drought. A lot of heavy rain off the southeast coast. Not much rain up towards the northern U.S. and the northeast. So probably gonna be pretty dry for y'all. Probably some of y'all not gonna even see any rain. So now GFS Mall is showing the same. GFS Mall is showing that, yes, GFS is showing in a little bit less ballistic, but still showing a decent amount of rain. Not hardly any rain for the cyclone, which I don't know why, because in my area it's gonna be raining over this weekend. So a lot of rain for parts of the Southwest, including California. Heavy rain, not much rain. I don't know what's up with GFS for the rainfall for parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, but I'm pretty sure the GFS not up with that. Not showing much rain for parts of the Northeast and the northern U.S., showing just a little bit of rain. So now, how much snow we gonna see? Because yes, we got to watch the potential for some more snow. So if you live in parts of California, the Rockies, the Southwest, yeah. And look at this. Now I don't know if this is true, but snow as far south as Mexico. Like, yes, kind of rare to see that. But look at this. If you live in parts of higher elevations of California, boy, it's gonna be snowing. Like, look at this. The mountains of California, you can see anywhere from 46 to 50 inches, 50 inches of snow. Heavy, heavy snow. The Rockies, gonna see a lot of heavy snow. Parts of the Ohio Valley, gonna see a lot of snow. Look at this. Maybe a little bit of snow for parts of Wisconsin. The Great Lakes see a lot of snow. A lot of snow for parts of western, especially western Montana, Idaho, and even Oregon. GFS model is going a little bit more ballistic with the snowfall, especially for parts of California. GFS showing anywhere from 50 to 58 inches of snow for parts of those higher elevations of eastern California. A lot of snow for parts of Nevada. Arizona, going to see some snow too. Like that, seeing snow in Arizona this far south, like, boy. But look at this. If you live in parts of Colorado, Wyoming, parts of Montana, you will see a lot of snow, anywhere from 12 to 14 inches of snow, possibly 16 inches of snow. So now, let's get right towards our temperatures, because we got temperature swings again. Yes, the few couple of days in February is going to be warm, but things getting ready to change as we get in towards later February. So you can see, as we get in towards tomorrow, you can see, wake up on tomorrow morning. I mean, I'm not going to worry about today because today's already here. But waking up tomorrow morning, February 2nd, it's going to be a chilly one for a lot of people, especially parts of Florida. Like Florida, this cold air does get down far south as you. Temperatures going to be in the 40s in the mornings. Not very cold for parts of the Northeast. Not really much, not super, super cold. But the cold air does get pretty far south. And look at this, guys. By the time we get in towards February highs, yeah, it's going to be a warm one for a lot of people in the deep south. Yeah, it's going to be warm on the second day of February. Temperature's going to be very close to 70 degrees, possibly 70 degrees for parts of South Carolina, Georgia. Florida going to be in the 70s. Texas going to be in the mid to upper 70s. The deep south going to be in the mid to upper 70s. How about Saturday morning? Saturday morning, not going to be as cold for parts of the southwest, but still it does get pretty down chilly for parts of the southeast, including South Carolina, North Carolina, even Florida gets pretty chilly. And look at this. February 3rd highs, Saturday highs will be in the, it won't be as warm as February 2nd, but still will be pretty much decent warm. Warm enough to be outside. Parts of Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, even Texas, too, going to be in the upper 60s to possibly low 70s. And this warmth does go up. But look at this, guys. For this time of the year, look at Canada. Like, you got highs in Canada in the 50s. Like, that's not typical. That's well above average. And I'm fixing to show you why. Because, yeah, like I showed you before, there's going to be a lot of ridges for parts of Canada. So that's why temperatures are going to be above average and much warmer than for this time of the year. And look at this. How about Sunday morning, guys? Sunday morning is going to be still pretty chilly for a lot of people in the southeast and the northeast, not southeast, the northeast and the southeast. But look at this, not as cold for parts of Florida or the deep south, but still very cold for parts of the northeast. And guys, this is more like a neutral phase. Like, I'm fixing to show you that transition towards a La Nina later this year, but after this. But look at this, more like a neutral Enzo phase. Very cold for parts of the northeast and much warmer and wet for parts of the southeast. So we already starting to see that neutral phase because we fixing downgrade back to a neutral phase as we approach close to spring. So our boy El Nino is leaving. But look at this. February 4th highs. Yeah, it's going to be pretty chilly for parts of the northeast. Not as chilly for parts of the southeast. Maybe a little bit warm. More like mild. But look at this. Next week, Monday morning, next work week, yeah, it's going to be pretty chilly for the southeast, but still, things kind of warm back up later today. But look at this. As we get in towards late next week, things will start to warm back up, a lot. Look at this. Parts of the southeast, the eastern U.S., things will warm back up for y'all as we get in towards next week. So now, temperature anomalies. So, this video is already getting long. So let's look at temperature anomalies. Look at this. Look at all these above average temperature parts of the U.S. Most of the U.S. except for the southeast is going to see above average temperatures. Look at this. It gets very ballistic for parts of Canada, guys. In Canada, you see anywhere from 33 to 35 degrees above average. Like, look at this. Look at these anomalies. Like, this is crazy. And it gets even more worse as we get in towards this weekend. Look at this. Off the charts, anywhere from 40 to 45 degrees above average for parts of Canada. It's got some above average temperatures for parts of the plains, the upper Midwest. You got anomalies anywhere from 21 to 23 degrees above average. The Northeast probably going to stick neo-normal to slightly below normal. The Western U.S. probably going to be neo-normal to slightly below normal. Look at this. Very, very, very above average temperatures does stick around for parts of Canada, while the rest of the U.S., especially the southeast, including Florida, the northeast, it's going to stick very close to normal, if not slightly below normal. But look at this. These above average anomalies does stick for a while for parts of Canada, but it does kind of go away a little bit by the time we get towards next weekend, and this warmth does make its way towards the eastern U.S. Look at this. Parts of the northeast will see some above average temperatures too, and even the southeast. But look at this. Back towards the west is going to see up below average anomalies. So now, yes, this gets off the chart. So temperature outlook for February 10th through February 6th through February 10th. And yes, if you live in parts of Wisconsin, Michigan, after doing all these cold January, yes, get ready because temperatures are going to be above average. Look at this. The climate prediction center is saying that y'all can see anywhere from a 90 to 100%. They fully agree. Seeing above average temperatures, maybe below average temperatures for parts of Florida. The western U.S. going to see below average temperatures, but the rest of y'all, the central U.S. is going to see above average temperatures. The plains, the upper Midwest, the southeast, the northeast going to see above average temperatures. Precipitation, yeah, it's going to be a dry one for parts of the eastern U.S., but why the western U.S., including California, it's going to be a wet one, especially for parts of southwest California and southwest Arizona, you can see anywhere from an 80 to 90% chance of seeing above average rainfall. Look at this. The whole western U.S., the central U.S., go see above average precipitation, while the eastern U.S. is going to be drier. Now at 8 to 14 day outlook. February 8th through February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. So the western U.S. is going to see below average temperatures. The eastern U.S. is going to see above average temperatures. So below average temperatures for parts of the western U.S. and above average temperatures for parts of the eastern U.S. And look at this. Parts of Wisconsin, Michigan, yeah, you're going to still be seeing well above average temperatures. So now precipitation. Well, might as well say the whole U.S. is going to see a near-normal precipitation to slightly above average precipitation. So now let's get right in towards this, is because, yeah, this is very important. So look at this. We already starting to see this right now. So we are in February right now. This is getting old, too, because they need to update this because this is pretty old. But look at this. This is as of January 11th, that's pretty far, a long time ago, but still, we're in February now. As we get far out towards February, our El Nino will start to die back down, and we will most likely be in a full-blown neutral end zone phase by the time we get in towards April. By the time we get in towards May, probably going to be still in a neutral phase, but by the time we get towards the summer, we are going to be right back in towards a weak La Nina and possibly a very strong La Nina as we get in towards hurricane season. Look at the climate models. The climate models are green too, but look at this. Come on. It's being so... What's going on with this thing? Hold on. My computer is acting up. Hold on. Look at the climate models. The climate models showing the same thing, and y'all probably didn't even see that. Let me lose my climate prediction center slide so y'all can see this better. So you can see by the time we get in towards April, we're going to be in a neutral phase. And as we get in towards summer, which is June, July, we're going to be in a weak La Nina and possibly a moderate La Nina as we get in towards hurricane season. Look at this. Here we are, guys, in February. We are already downtrending back towards the neutral phase as of right now. El Nino is weakening, but look at this. By the time we get in towards April, most likely going to be in a neutral phase, and by the time we get in towards the summer, we're going to be in a La Nina. And look at this. This gets very concerning, guys. We're going to be in a very strong La Nina as we get in towards the peak of hurricane season. And I will do my first hurricane season outlook in April, to keep that in mind. So now I want to show you this to better understand this, guys. What is a La Nina and what is an El Nino? Because the reason why we worry about those things so much is because they change our weather patterns. So here's what a typical El Nino weather pattern does. And this is what we've been seeing. It's been dry for parts of Ohio Valley. It's been warm for parts of the northern U.S. and northwestern Canada. And it's been wetter for parts of the southern U.S. This is what we in right now. Here's where we fixing going as we get in towards the spring, a neutral end zone phase. It's now after being very cold, cooler for parts of the southern U.S. It's not gonna be much warmer and still gonna be wetter too. So the southwest gonna be warmer and the southeast gonna be warmer and also wetter. And our polar jet stream is gonna be doing this during a neutral phase as we get in towards spring. It's gonna still be pretty cold for parts of the Ohio Valley in the northeast. And here's what's fixing happen as we get towards the summer. A La Nina weather pattern. So it's still going to be warm, but now instead of being warm and wet, it's going to be warm and dry for parts of the southern U.S. Wetter in the Ohio Valley, warmer in the Ohio Valley, much cooler and wetter for parts of the northern U.S. and the northwest. So it's going to be it for this video, guys. If you like it, please hit that like button, subscribe, down, really help out the channel. I'll see you on my next video. Peace.